Today we will be talking about controlled vocabularies. I'm going to start with a quick recap, provide some resources, as well as a demonstration on how to use WorldCat and the Library of Congress subject headings to make your controlled vocabularies you will be using for your items. Just a quick recap, a controlled vocabulary makes database easy to search. Since we have many different ways of describing concepts, drawing all these terms together under a single word or phrase in a database makes searching the database more efficient. The same applies to the items that you will be adding in Omeka. Many times, the author's name and the contributors may differ. You want to decide how everything is going to be formatted. It is this reason why I'm going to show you a quick demo on how to use WorldCat and the Library of Congress in order to eliminate some of the guesswork that comes with creating metadata for your Omeka items. On the left side of this graph, you're going to see the words title, subject, and description, as well as an explanation on how each of the formatting should look like. Using Pancakes for Supper as my example, I'm going to show you how I went to WorldCat and formatted my subject field. Okay, so I start by searching for my resource on WorldCat. Something to keep in mind is that WorldCat gives you a results for all the different versions of your resource. Make sure that you have the right edition. Once you've selected the right resource, go ahead and check out the subject line on the resource. You can also select View All Subjects. For this item, you'll see Animals, Fiction, New England, Fiction, Animal, and New England. So in our controlled vocabulary, we're trying to establish hierarchies. So you'll notice that for our formatting guidelines, I have selected Fiction as the main subject heading, and then a secondary subject as Juvenile Fiction. I've also done the same for juvenile fiction. You'll see Animals and New England underneath as subcategories. By using WorldCat and their approved terminology and vocabularies, as well as establishing our own formatting guidelines, we have created our own unique controlled vocabulary. Because you are effectively the creator of the exhibit and the items you will be creating on Omeka, there really is no limit to the amount of subjects you can make. Another field I'd like to talk about is a creator field and the difference between contributor field. In our example, the author line is attributed to 3 individuals. However, further research shows us in the notes and also in the responsibility that each of these 3 individuals had a different role in the creation of this resource. In that case, Anne Isaac is our creator for Omeka, and the other 2 individuals are our contributors in the Omeka field. In this example, I'm going to go ahead and copy Anne Isaac's name. I'm going to go to the Library of Congress, going to select the Library of Congress name authority file, going to put her name in. Just keep in mind that there might be different people with the same name. Here I have made sure that this is the Anne Isaac I'm looking for by looking at the contributed works, and I see the name of the title that I'm working with. Now that I have the information that I need, I'm going to go ahead and take the information to Omeka, and I'm going to add it to my creator field. I'm going to go ahead and press edit or create new if I was adding a new item, and I'm going to update the creator field. I used the same process for the contributors. I went ahead and looked up their names on the Library of Congress name authority file, made sure I had all the appropriate information, and went ahead and added them to the contributors list. A quick tip for contributors: if you do not know their specific role in the creation of the item, just make sure you log them in as contributor. This wraps up the small tutorial on controlled vocabularies for your Omeka project. If you have any questions, please feel free to let your professor know or contact me directly. I will also be providing a full presentation with all the formatting guidelines that you will need to complete this project. Thank you and have a good one.